Hi, everybody. This is I am Sporticus. So I'm going to. I really wanted to do a baseball project, a little more extensive than I did, like tournaments and stuff like that. I wanted to do a full replay, but I could not decide what I wanted to do. So I've got three different ones I'm going to start, um, and I'm going to put a series or games in here on here. Periodically, but I'm gonna do play all three. I'm gonna start all three, um, and then just see where that goes. If I want to just continue playing like that, or if I want to stick with one, whatever one feels um, more fluid for me, or more I'm getting more enjoyment out of. I can't imagine I'm not getting enjoyment from all of them, but we'll see how it goes. Uh, Probably gonna pretty much stick with this for the most part of the spring and summer. I might throw some boxing in now and again, but I really wanted to do some baseball. I really enjoy watching some of the other guys that just do baseball, and and baseball is my first love, and I just want to try it out and see how it goes. I haven't done a full replay in a long time. It's been a few years, so what I'm going to do is I just got the 1987 season with Playball. I've been pretty much learning that game for the last week or so, just playing some practice games and trying to get the all the little codes down. And so I actually am 3 games into this one. Uh, the next one is the 91 Tigers. Uh, I've got that season. I got the computer season already, but I've got the cards coming today. They're supposed to be here today. So I really want to start that, a cards and dice replay, and then use the PC game to keep stats. The play ball one, I'll have to. I think I have. I think I have the Stratomatic season for that, but I don't know if I'll just keep them by hand or. And the other one is I just got the 2011 season for Stratomatic. It's my first ever Stratomatic season I've ever purchased. Um, I wanted to try it out. I know a lot of people don't like the 50/50 game engine. That's never really bothered me. As long as the stats are somewhat representative of the player's year, that come out that way, I really not have no problems with that. Um, I prefer like replays where the pitchers do affect the numbers on the batter's cards more, but I like watching Stratomatic being played, and I've never played it. I always play APA, but so it's going to be new to me. I probably won't be starting that one right away. I want to play some few games, get the because I want to go right into super advanced. I mean, I know I've watched a lot of Tenacious Earl and baseball demos play it. A few other guys, and I seem to I can understand what they're doing, and I can understand all the base stealings and the things like that. So I'll probably delve right into that. And we're going to do a 2011 Tigers replay with that. So, real quick, I'll just kind of go over the teams. Um, First off, the 91. We'll go with 91 first. And here's, I just kind of did some screenshots of the cards. The Tigers offense, these are the main guys. Cecil, of course, with a 40, it was fresh off his 51 homer season the following year, or the previous year. And then he hit 44 in 91. And then Mickey Tettleton also had another big year, 263, 31 homers. Sweet Lou had a pretty solid season, 279, 23 homers, and 470 at bats, so he's got a little pop in his bat. Tram, though, had a kind of a down year that year, 248, 9 homers. Just a 320 on base percentage. Not one of his better seasons. Probably one of his poorer seasons, I'm guessing. Tony Phillips, solid season, 284, 17 homers. Rob Deere, I included him because I just get a kick out of seeing that 179 average with 25 homers. Uh, there's a YouTube video about the Tigers being like I can't remember what it's called, but it talks about the '90s Tigers being before their time as far as the homers, strikeouts, and walks. It's pretty interesting. Travis Ryman's the other one, a young Travis Ryman, 22-year-old, hit 259 with 21 homers. Pitching, I did a '93 replay. That '93 team had just a horrible pitching staff. Uh, this Tiger team here has got a little better. Here's their main starters. Gullickson actually won 20 games, went 20-9 with a 3.90. Frank Tanana 13-12 with a 3.77, and Walt Terrell with 12-14 record, 4.24. Mike Henneman had a good year. Hopefully he does better for me than he did in the '93 season. He totally underperformed for me. He had a similar ERA and similar record as far as saves and everything go. And I think in my '93 replay, it just seems like he just got bad roll after bad roll, and he ended up with like a 4.2 ERA. But here, hoping he can bounce back in my '91 season. They're going to be a fun team to play. A lot of big. When I'm rolling the dice well, I'm guessing they're going to have a lot of high-scoring games because they can hit some homers. It'll be fun. Now, let's take a look at the real quick. I'll look at the '87 team. They had some key players. Matt Noakes. I'm sorry for the camera here. It's not coming into focus very well. Matt Noakes hit 289 with 32 homers. 87 RBI. Defensively, just a pretty average catcher. He was a average arm, 4 range. Slow runner, but he's got some good power. One a key acquisition they had in this season, the former Pirate, former Cub, Bill Madlock. He was for 326 at bats. He hit 279 with 14 homers, drove in 50 runs. So pretty solid season for him. Then you got Larry Herndon. He part-time player, but he had a really good season that year. 324 with 9 homers and 225 at bats. 378 on base average. He can play left or right, but he does have a weak arm, so it's kind of a hindrance out there. They can run on him pretty good. Gibby, of course, was on this team. This is right before he went off to Los Angeles. Hit 277 with 24 homers. Had 26 stolen bases. Average arm and left. He can play center too. His range in left is a 3. Sweet Lou. Like I said, another solid, if not spectacular, but solid season. 265, 16 homers, 38 doubles, 71 walks. And defensively, At second base, he had an average arm with a 3 range. Mr. Consistent. I swear, Chet Lemon, every season he played in, he had about the same stat line: 277, 20 homers, 30 doubles, and surprised they only gave him a 3 range. He covered some pretty good ground, but he wasn't really super fast. But they gave him a fast run rating, but I thought he would be a little better range out there in center. And then, of course, Darrell Evans. Darrell Evans hit 257 with 34 homers and drove in 99. 100 walks. I like seeing this line here where he has 15 through 22, all walks. Most times you see guys with strikeouts there. Now, I say that, but I'm just new to play ball. And here's the big guy, the big MVP type season from Tram. His best year, 343, 28 homers, 105 RBIs. He had a 402 on base average. And he's got a lot of singles in that area. So that's the team. And like I said, I started, that's the bulk of their. I don't have the pitching because I don't have the tall pitcher cards, and I didn't print out any of the pitcher. I pretty much just use the sheet. But as you can see, their pitching's right here. Morris has a P hit rating of 3, Terrell of 5, Tanana of 4. Doyle Alexander, when he comes aboard, will be a 3. And pretty much everybody else. Mark Thurman's a 7. You got a couple guys. Walt Terrell's a 5. So we'll see how it goes. These sheets are nice to have when you do get the error checks or the range checks. All the players are right here, and you can just check off that instead of having to go through the cards. So that I started that that one already. They're 3 games in, and just like in real life, they opened up against the Yankees, and the Yankees took 2 of 3. Tigers took the last game. Tram had a big game, had a 3-run homer and a single, drove in 4 runs. So then we go to the 2011 Tigers, and this is a team that I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to coach to a. They won 95 games in 2011. And their pitching, besides, they got a decent rotation, but their bullpen's not great. It's got some solid parts to it, but it's going to be tough to win 95 games. Austin Jackson is their leadoff hitter. He's a 1 center fielder, E3. He hit 249. He had 10 home runs, 22 doubles, 11 triples, 22 stolen bases. Good defensive center fielder. And then you get your big bats out there. Victor Martinez didn't have a big power season this year. 330 though, 40 doubles, and 12 home runs. Drove in 103 runs, 380 on base percentage. So good season from Victor Martinez. And then you got Miggy, one of his big years. He would win the Triple Crown the next year. Can't remember who. He only hit 30 home runs this year. But he hit 344, 48 doubles, 30 home runs, 105 driven in, 448 on base percentage. Huge year for Miggy. That'll be fun to play with him. See what he can do. Then you got your catcher. This by far was his best season. Alex Avila at catcher. 3, -1 throwing arm, and an E2. Again, I really got to learn Stratomatic speak. Some of these I don't quite understand some of the numbers yet. I'm sure they're probably obvious. I'm not positive what the T14 is. But he hit 295 that year, 33 doubles, 19 home runs, 4 triples. Solid season for Alex Avila. Again, by far his best season of his career. Shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Peralta's one of those guys that a lot of people bagged on when he was here. He didn't have a lot of range, but man, seemed to me he was always solid fielding the ball. The ball was hit to him, he was going to get it, and it was going to be an out. It seemed like it to me. I mean, he was pretty much automatic. He made some tough plays, looked easy, but his range that's the main problem I think people had with him. It does say he's range is a 4, which isn't great, and an E8. He hit 299, 21 homers, 25 doubles, 3 triples, 345 on base percentage. So, then you got one of their big reserve players that I always just loved him, and Marcus Timms. Always used to hit a lot of home runs in a very few at bats. This season, he hit 256 with 14 homers, but he got 387 bats that year. On base percentage is not good, 297. So he only walked 21 times, struck out 114. So, and then their ace, here's their rotation, which worries me. Of course, their stud, his Cy Young year, Justin Verlander. 24-5 with a 2.40 ERA. Struck out 250. It'll be fun to see what he can do with this season. But here's where this guy, how he was in the rotation. He did not have a good year. Brad Penny. Oh. Just dropped Verlander. Don't hurt him. We need him. 11-11 with a 5.30 ERA. Made 31 starts. So that guy worries me. Rick Porcello. 14-9 with a 4.75 ERA. Here's Max Scherzer, not his best season. 15-9 with a 4.43. Decent, but not great. Gave up 29 home runs. Struck out 174. And then their their pickup, I believe. Or no, this was his first. Was it last? The 2010 they picked him up, and he was unbelievable past the after the trade deadline. I thought it was this year. Maybe I'm confusing it, but Doug Fister. Fister went 11-13 with a 2.83 ERA. And then you got your closer who saved 49 out of 49. 2-4 with a 2.24 ERA, Jose Valverde. So they definitely got some good pieces here. And like I said, I'm going to have to learn a little more about this game. I mean, I don't think it's going to take me long. I mean, I know the basics of it. And I know some of the advanced features. I played the computer game and roll my own dice, so I know that much. And I know, like, on error checks, you have to roll the d20 and add up all three dice on that chart, on the super advanced chart. So, I mean, there's things I know, but there's some things I want to make sure I have under my knowledge before I start the replay. Also, I'm not used to doing I haven't done a cards and dice replay strictly with no computer season to help out. I don't think I've ever done that. So I have to find transactions and roster. The 91 season I can use replay. I'm thinking maybe I could use Strat for the 87 replay. But I guess the 2011 replay I can use replay. I got replay 2011 season, so I could do that. But the 87 season's the one I'm concerned about, I guess. So I'll check it out. But like I said, I'm gonna start all three of these, and we're gonna go with that, and see where it takes us. I may continue with all three and just switch back and forth, or I might just pick one and go on with that for now, and then play the others out at another time. So sounds pretty laborious, but I'm looking forward to it. So, all right, thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me babble on there. So I will see everybody later. Thanks. Bye.